He's just 17 and he's badly injured. By torchlight, doctors and nurses start working on his wounds. He'd been sleeping in a monastery when it was attacked by the Myanmar government military. A mortar round peppered his body with shrapnel. This secret hospital is his only chance of survival. The lights are off for safety, but they have to turn them on. An operation is a certainty now. The families of other terribly injured patients watch on as the latest victim is being dealt with. Her boy went through this just a few days ago. We can't say where it is or its name, but it is the last trauma hospital still functioning here. And what we witnessed over the coming hours is a quite extraordinary display of medicine in an extreme environment, made worse by the threat of attack in this bloody civil war.
Heavy weapon injury and hip left injury. It may be the bone fracture and including vascular injury.
So what will you do now?
And now we have to do the operation fasciotomy. And if there is a vascular injury, we will be vascular repel.
Stabilised, the patient is wheeled through the darkness to the operating theatre. It's like a different world inside. They've built this into the side of a mountain, hidden beneath the trees. The hospital's 2 surgeons prepare to operate. Doctors, nurses, trainees stand by. It's the middle of the night now, and the operation is at a critical point. And then this. The generator fails. Monitor alarms fill the silence. But the surgery goes on by torchlight. They never stop working. And finally, the power returns. The operation continues, but by now, they're running out of blood. She's the anaesthetist. She's shouting that they need blood right now. A frantic search for donors amongst security guards and the families of patients begins. The 17-year-old needs 3 litres of blood. This is life and death stuff. Well, it was getting pretty touch and go for a while now. The blood has arrived. We've just seen a bit of shrapnel that was taken out of this young man's leg. It's about this long. Now they're drilling into it to put the leg back together. It's been quite remarkable. We've had lights going on and off and power dying. And then that lack of blood, but amazing stuff. They still keep going, keep going, keep going. The surgery will continue for another few hours. The boy survives. The founder of the hospital, Dr. Pong, cooks eggs for the theatre team. He knows they'll be exhausted when they're finished. Apart from the operating theatre, there are no lights on. There's danger from above. It's a constant.
Well, the camp's been plunged into darkness as a drone in the skies. This hospital knows that it's on a list that are being pinpointed or trying to be pinpointed by the Myanmar Air Force with bomb strikes from the skies, obviously. But some patients have just arrived from the front lines, so this is what it's like here in the hospital, where they just have to cut all power and try to stay as quiet as possible.
In the morning, I returned to the ward to speak to the family who had watched on as last night's 17-year-old patient was dealt with. Rosa's son, 21-year-old John Paul, is a resistance fighter. He was hit in the head with shrapnel and has survived brain surgery. She praised the work of the hospital staff who saved his life.
I am so grateful to these doctors. They are so good. I'm amazed they saved his life.
A lot of the young men and young women involved in this revolution are paying a high price, like your son. Are you proud of him, and do you still support everything that's happening?
I'm very proud of him.
And will you keep...
He could hear.
As she tells me, she is proud. Her injured boy is overcome. He can barely move or talk, but he can hear her. We leave them as she consoles him. His survival is a miracle, and they perform miracles here every day. Stuart Ramsey, Sky News, Myanmar.